So Jason, did you find energy or did energy find you? How did you get into this industry?
That's a great question. Never had that one asked to me before. I think that energy found me. I actually went to school for microelectronics. I was going to be going to work for Intel or some other chip manufacturer, and all of a sudden I got into looking at a lot of power in the industry, and I had a really good offer from my original company, which was Florida Power Corporation down in Orlando, Florida, and it just fit. I took a visit and it really found me, and I have loved my career ever since. I have been able to be on pretty much, people say utility is really it's kind of a boring role, but I've been lucky enough and been blessed enough to be on the cutting edge side ever since my start in 1997. So I've been doing emerging technology work ever since I got started, and the field is just rapidly growing.
Yeah, and being a technologist, what do you see in your day-to-day? What's your personal view of what the grid will look like in the next 5 years? I'm
excited. I think that there are some really good areas that we're going to be focused on. Of course, we're using a lot more drones for inspections. Because really what it comes down to for us, we're looking for creating operational efficiencies and ways to improve safety. So drones and robotics are two things that do that for us right now. So from a drone perspective, we're using artificial intelligence to go out and look at our solar fields and our wind farms to see problems before they actually become problems. And from a robotics standpoint, we're now actually working with companies to build robotics that will take our operators out of harm's way in some cases. So if it's a DC arc flash or an AC arc flash situation, we may be able to use a robot to be able to go into the situation, open or close the switch, and then get itself out of the situation without having to put anybody in harm's way. We're also very excited about open source technology. We think that there's a play there for us in the future. We're working with different companies like Open Energy Solutions on trying to create not only an architecture that's going to allow more interoperability in grid devices to where we can not have to be reliant on bringing all communications back centrally. We can do a lot more distributed intelligence and do a lot of the solving local problems locally. And that's leading us into, and that work has been called our open field message bus work. That's leading us into the next phase, which is called open distributed system platform. Because really what we're after a platform to run all of the new technologies for us. And that technology really has to be open source from the standpoint of the core. The core's got to be there to where we can allow other utilities, because this is not a Duke Energy issue, this is a utility issue. And we need to have a good group of utilities that can start using this type of product and say what's good and what's bad about it.
You mentioned working with a lot of AI technology and companies. How do you see AI really optimizing the distribution grid?
So I'm not sure what all AI is going to be able to do yet, honestly. I think that we are only scratching the surface. We have hired a lot of data scientists at Duke, and they are doing a tremendous amount of good work. We're finding out things about not only the grid, but how our customers want us to interact with them, being able to give them advanced knowledge of potential outages that may be happening, give them advanced knowledge of what their energy bill is going to look like for the month. But from a grid side, from an operational side, you're going to be able to see almost an asset management, asset health standard, that it's going to find opportunities for you to go out and spend money to fix problems before they actually occur. The growth in AI is going to be amazing, I think, from the standpoint of what it's going to be able to do for the grid, and hopefully be able to provide us fewer outages and provide us a better customer service at the end of the day.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you, Erin.